Welcome back to Let's Launch, and in this video we are going to compare comets, asteroids, meteoroids, meteors, and meteorites. By the end, you should know the difference between them. Let's get started. First up, we have comets. A comet is generally a small, icy body living in the solar system. When they come close to the sun, they warm up, resulting in the formation and release of gases. This process is known as outgassing. This then produces an atmosphere or coma. They are usually visible and are also known as a tail. The tails have been known to be up to the size of around 15 times Earth's diameter and as long as the distance between Earth and the Sun, or an astronomical unit. This is because the solar wind and radiation play a part on the nucleus. If the tail is bright enough, it may be visible from Earth, appearing to be up to 60 moons wide in the sky. They generally have highly elliptical orbits. As of November 2021, there are 4,584 known comets, yet there are tens of times more predicted comets in the solar system. They are generally different from asteroids because they have an atmosphere, yet every time it is not bound by gravitational forces. Speaking of which, there are around a million known asteroids. They can vary in size from a little less than a meter to over millions of meters or thousands of kilometers. Asteroids are usually found around the asteroid belt, an area starting roughly twice the size of the distance between the Earth and the Sun to around 4 times it. There are generally three categories: C-type, which are carbonaceous; M-type, which are generally metallic; and S-type, the kind which generally composed of silica. A cool fact is that all the known asteroids in the asteroid belt combined weigh less than the Earth's moon. Most asteroids in the asteroid belt have slightly elliptical orbits, but they are still stable. Because of the distance between them and the Sun, they generally have an orbit around the Sun which takes 3 to 6 years. The Galileo spacecraft was the first spacecraft to observe an asteroid from a relatively close range. Afterward, NASA and JAXA have launched dedicated spacecraft for such purposes. Next, we have the confusing few: meteoroids, meteors, and meteorites. As you can see in the replaying clip, it starts as a meteoroid, turns into a meteor as it enters the atmosphere, and then a meteorite once it hits the ground. In the year 1961, the International Astronomical Union, or the IAU, stated that a meteoroid was, start quote, a solid object moving in interplanetary space of a size considerably smaller than an asteroid and considerably larger than an atom, end quote. In 1995, in the Quarterly Journal of the Royal Astronomical Society, Beech and Steele proposed a new and different definition of a meteoroid. In the new proposition, a meteoroid would be between 0.1 millimeters to 10 meters. But then came the discovery of asteroids smaller than 10 meters. This caused them to adopt a new decision in 2019, stating that it had to be in between 30 micrometers or 0.03 millimeters and a meter. This decision also stated that it could be reconsidered as a meteoroid if it caused a meteor. Speaking of which, a meteor, also known as a shooting star or a falling star, is a meteoroid, asteroid, or a comet being visibly illuminated as it enters the atmosphere. When you see them, they are most likely to be between 75 and 120 kilometers above sea level. Now, if this meteoroid survives and isn't disintegrated by the intense heat and friction, it becomes a meteorite. A meteorite is a meteor, comet, or asteroid that survives the passage of the atmosphere if present and impacts the celestial body. To sum it up, a comet generally has an unbound atmosphere, while an asteroid has one bound, if present. A meteoroid is generally a smaller version, and a meteor is a meteoroid which entered an atmosphere. A meteorite is a meteoroid which survived the atmosphere and impacted the celestial body. That's it for this video, and thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Other videos to help in your decision will be displayed on screen.